Yeah. All right. Isaiah, let's wait a few minutes and see if Rich joins. Isaiah, while we're waiting for Rich, can you tell us what kinds of projects you really like to work on? Do you like to build stuff? Or do you like to work on the computer?
Build stuff.
Build stuff. Like what for example, do you want to build?
Like a little fort out of cardboard.
Oh, all right. Okay.
My son has one of those in his room.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So you
If
like
you like cardboard, I think he definitely like chain reactions.
right, definitely. While we're waiting, Brent, can you run some chain reaction videos for Isaiah?
Sure. Give him one moment to pull them up.
Isaiah, do you know what a chain reaction machine is, or a Rube Goldberg machine?
No.
We're going to show you some videos of chain reaction machines.
Oh, my YouTube is muted.
Okay.
Got an intro.
You think you'd like to build a maze like that? Let's see if we can Google Rube Goldberg machines, not even our own, just from Google.
Gotcha.
Let's see if we can find a really dramatic chain reaction machine.
World's largest.
No, I've seen that too. How to build a Rube Goldberg machine.
Let me search YouTube because sometimes these bring you to like an article where they labeled a JPEG as an MP4 to try and trick Google.
You can Google Japanese Rube Goldberg machines. Those are the ones we like the best. Hi, Xavier.
Hello. Hello.
Gregor, that's
Hi,
the
Rich.
one. The first one, 9-minute one. Yeah. See what this is.
Really clever.
Cool. Watch this. You think you'd like to make a machine like this, Isaiah?
Yes.
Whoa.
Cool.
I just paused it for a sec. Just I don't know if you guys. Sometimes the audio comes through so loud.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So that's a little taste of what our chain reaction machines project is like. We'd love to have you on our chain reaction machine team, Isaiah. Okay, I think we have Rich now. Hi, Rich.
Hi.
Welcome. So, Rich, I don't know if you saw that we're going to be doing a chain reaction machine project
Yes.
soon, and we were just introducing Isaiah to it. Of course, you'd be welcome to join that too. But all right, so shall we go over a quick review and let's see if we can wrap up this project you've been working on for several weeks. Let's see if we can bring it to a state where we can present your work to the world. So, Rich, can you share your screen and launch your lab book?
How can I share my screen?
If you put your cursor to the bottom of the screen, you should see a red icon that says share screen. A green icon, rather.
Now I don't have anything on my computer. Do I need to share my screen?
You don't have a PowerPoint lab book?
Oh,
Your
lab book.
PowerPoint, we'd like to see your PowerPoint lab book. Let's see if we can.
So you can aim your camera, or you could log into Zoom on the other device too.
What?
That's you.
Oh my. Okay, I find it.
Great. Fantastic. Okay, now I remember. So, can you tell us? Let's pin it to the screen here.
No.
Good, good. We got it. Can you go through your slides again? Love your characters. Next slide.
Another two. Just done.
Okay, it's a little blurry, but got it. Good, good. And the next slide.
What? There's no more.
Didn't you? Oh, the other ones are blank.
Mm.
Okay. So, Rich, can you describe what the problem is?
The problem is I have two little characters.
I'm sorry, too little.
Characters.
There are
I
two.
only have two. I can make more characters to make the game very like cool.
Okay. Well, I mean, but what's our general problem for this project?
I don't know.
Okay, no problem.
No problem.
Thank you. You have a good start there. We just need to get you to the finish line. Isaiah, can you share your lab book?
Okay.
Okay, can you read the problem and the mission?
The problem. Many parents don't like you play computer games. Tests are ugly.
Mm-hmm.
The mission. Convince parents I will learn valuable skills.
Playing computer games, right?
Playing computer.
Okay.
Should I type it in?
Yep. Type it in right now so we have a good lab book to reference this project. Rich, if you want to complete your lab book, you can either document the problem and mission, or you can draw new characters
Okay.
while we're reviewing this. But a good lab book should start with the lab book cover, of course, and then what's the problem we're solving and what's our mission? Playing computer games. Great, Isaiah. Good, 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 good. Okay, can you flip through slides 3, 4, 5, and 6? 3, great, great character, soulful character. Okay, can you explain what this slide is all about? That slide that says games, slide 5?
Slide 5.
Mm-hmm. Can you explain what that slide says?
Storyline, graphics, sounds, computer games.
Right, and why did we write that? So 4 qualities of a good game, right? When you play a computer game that you really like, number 1, it has a cool storyline. Number 2, it has great fun-looking graphics. Number 3, it has sound effects that make it exciting. And number 4, good, instead of computer games, what if you say computer logic? Let's change games to logic. So the 4th attribute of a game is that it has computer logic. Just change games. Only need to change games. Great.
We'll just change the games to logic.
Yeah, replace games. No, not that games, right? After computer?
Computer?
Computer, instead of games, let's put computer programming, right? All right, hold on a second. Let me, back to that slide, I'll show you. Right here, let's change this word with programming. Whoop, undo up here. Here's the undo command right here. Right there, click on undo. Whoa. See where my arrow? Click on undo.
Yes.
Okay, good. And then change games to programming.
How do you spell programming?
Can you see it right below?
Oh, yes.
Now, Isaiah, when you're presenting this project, try to present this slide as, see if you can describe this better than I describe it. Computer games have great storylines. Computer games have great graphics. Computer games have great sound effects. Computer games have great programming. Can you repeat that?
Computer games have great graphics. Computer games have great programming.
Yep. Computer games have great sounds. And computer games have great
storylines.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so now you can go to your parents and you can say, I need more time on the computer because I'm going to learn how to write storylines, how to make graphics, how to create sound effects, and how to program a computer. And I bet your parents would be very impressed. They might even give you a piece of candy. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Isaiah. Let's go to slide 6. Cool character. Very, very cool characters. So then you imported these slides into Scratch, right?
Yes.
Would you like to launch your Scratch project? And let's have a look at your Scratch project. Your lab. Oh, you have one more slide. Can you explain one more slide? Slide 7. I know you have slide 7. I saw it. Oh, more. You have more. Keep going. Cool.
My last one.
Okay. Can you explain what this slide is all about?
This one's ugly. Like they make like a game that's ugly.
Yep.
Average is like Average is quite well, and way cool is like well done or like
Above and beyond. Way cool is better than you're supposed to do. Better than average. Great. Okay. All right. Your lab book is terrific. You could present this lab book anywhere and you'd get a gold star. By my measure anyway. All right. Shall we file save this lab book so you don't lose it? Save it, save, save, file, save. And then let's go to Scratch and let's see your Scratch game.
Where's file? Oh, file.
Save. Yeah.
Save.
Good. You're good. Okay, so you can close this now and let's go to Scratch games.
Okay.
Rich, you can do the same thing. If you go to scratch.mit.edu.
But I can't get to it. I can't get to it unless I have to share screen.
Do you want to share your screen or do you want Rich to go next?
Rich could go first.
Okay. Let's see. Is your Scratch project, Rich, on your other computer?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Brent, maybe we could call up Rich's Scratch project.
Sure.
I don't know what your login is, Rich. We would like to look at your Scratch project. Can you put the camera up to your Scratch project so we can see what the URL is?
My Scratch project?
Yep.
Trivia game?
Your video game, right?
My video game.
The trivia, the one that last week I know you started a new game, but the one before that you finished. The one with the apples.
I forgot to save it. The iPod, right? Not
Yeah.
the new game. The old one. I forgot to save it.
All right.
Gotcha.
Do you like to show us your new game that you're working on?
The new game.
Or if you can't easily share your screen, if you
Oh
could.
no, I think I forgot to save it too.
Got to save your new game as well. Oh, there we go.
Where is it?
Oh, that's a blank slide.
No, another one. Wait, how I save it?
Okay.
Save it.
Okay, we need to know what your login. How do you log into Scratch? How did you get there? Do you know how you logged into Scratch?
Yes.
Rich, do you have a Scratch account?
Yes. Look. I have it.
Okay. Toys. Whoa. Let's get. Tell us. We'll log in. What's the UID?
My ID?
Yeah, your Scratch ID. It was right on the screen there. It said toys, I think. When you enter Scratch, when you launch Scratch, what's the
I
user
didn't
ID?
log in.
What's that?
I didn't log in.
I didn't hear it again. BYOB? What's your user ID to get into Scratch?
2369686.
9686. And what's your password?
TAPLE.
TAPOE.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find it. So I'm going to log out and log in as 9686, right? 9686 is your UID. And TAPOP is your password.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not typing in it right. 9686. Is that your UID?
Yes.
968. And is it capital letters or just lowercase for your password? Say again, T-A what?
TABLE.
Oh, T-A, table. I touched
T
it.
is capital.
T is capital, so it's table, T-A-B-L-E. Okay. Still doesn't get it. T is in Tom, A is in Abel, B as in Bell, L as in Larry, and
Yeah.
E as in Eric, right?
Yes.
Let's see if that works. Still didn't get in.
What?
T-A-B-L-E with a capital T.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's do the class again.
Could you put it in the chat box to make sure we're not spelling it wrong?
Thanks, Brent. Great idea.
Wait, that's okay.
I tried and I couldn't get
I
it.
just can't use my password and my username. So let's do the class again. I can just make game one time. That's good.
I'm sorry, Rick. Rich, I didn't understand what you were saying. You're going to make
I
the game
said,
again?
leave me. Just leave me. I can do it in one time.
Okay.
And then do a new game for the next class.
Okay, but
That's good. That's good.
all right.
I'll put the template code in the chat box so you can customize it again. He finished it like 2 classes ago.
Yeah. I remember.
We just don't.
Right.
It wasn't saved.
Right. Okay.
So,
All right.
Rich, I'm gonna put the link in the chat box, and you can customize this and see if you can finish it today.
Okay.
You have great characters for the apple and the professor who's asking the questions. And so it'd be nice for you to have a finished game to show off for all your hard work in this workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Isaiah, we'd love for you to present your game.
Okay.
Let's do a final critique, because this is the last class, guys, in game development. Then we're going to move on to a new project. We've been working on this for 8 weeks, so nice to have your project finished.
Which one is it? This one? I think. Is it this one?
MIT.edu, MIT.scratch.edu. There you go.
This?
That's it. That's it. Whoa. Right on. Okay. Oh, right. Now I remember you had 5 questions. Wow, you did a lot of work here. If you hit the green flag, you'll start the project. Okay, good. Isaiah, you have a really great game here. Okay. Cool. Are you keeping track of your score? Got 3 right. 4 right. This is great. Isaiah, this is tremendous. Really tremendous. Smarty pants, so then you animate it. Wow. Love it. Love it. So, Brent, shall we, I think they have a good PowerPoint lab book, and Isaiah has a great example of a trivia game. Shall we show them the template for another game? They can create their own?
Sure.
Modify it? You want to show them one of your maze games? Or what do you think would be a next fun project? Or let them choose, maybe.
Gotcha. Yeah, and also let's just double check with Shafe. Are we going to be running the same time slot next week? Or?
I don't think so. I don't think so, Brent.
Okay, okay.
I think Shafe might be in the process now of talking with Isaiah's mom.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's go to the BIY site and let's grab a template. Let's see.
We're going to show you some cool games that you can make your own version of these cool games.
All right, so that link I just put in the chat box, that goes to the BIY templates. A fun game, let's see what would be, trying to think what would be easiest to edit. John, you're more familiar with the scripts themselves for some of those games. Is there one that you think from our Hall of Fame that would be like the easiest to manipulate?
Are you can you share your screen?
Sure. Isaiah, I'm gonna steal screen share from you. Oh, that's not as fun. You gave it to me. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see.
Okay, Rich and Isaiah, we're going to show you some cool games here.
Okay.
And you can take a template you can take this code and make it your own code. So what if we do we did the Pong game, right? When we first introduced you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what if we do one of your games? Do you want to do the platform game? Is there a simple?
The rocket one's pretty easy.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's this one. Let's see. Yeah, this one should be easy.
Okay.
Okay, so this game, let me share with Fluency so you guys can see the. Oh, I am sharing with Fluency. Perfect. Okay, so basically, if you touch the purple, you have to restart the level. And it's kind of like Flappy Bird. I press the space bar and I hold it in, I fly up. So it's all about tapping the space bar to try and control your rocket to get across the screen. It can be quite tricky. So before we modify this code, I think it'd be fun if we play it, see if you guys can get through it. So you get a feel of it for like maybe a couple minutes. Let me put this link in the chat.
So Isaiah and Rich, there's going to be a link in the chat box. You know how to get to chat, right?
Yeah.
And then click on that link, and your challenge is to see if you can get the surprise at the end of the rocket trip. If you can get through this whole Milky Way of levels, then you get a surprise.
I don't even remember what the surprise is, so this is going to be exciting. It's been a while since I've seen this. Yeah, basically, it's just you can draw a background, and it's about not touching the background. So it's really easy to make the graphics for this game a lot cooler. It's really hard to beat this level, though. Yes. Oh, it gets harder and harder, as a game should. So we'll say at like 12:33, we'll cut off on trying it, and then we'll look into the code.
How much levels are there in this game?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember at all. I can check the back end right now. Let me share. Oh, I paused my screen share to get chat up. Sorry about that. I'm on this level, and this level is insanely hard. So the levels are handled as just costumes. It doesn't matter what color or anything you touch. It's just if you touch the sprite that's the background, you get stuck. So it's oh, I'm almost at the end. There's 12 levels total. I think it is, maybe less. Not sure. Boss battle might not count as a level, might just be an enemy. I have a version of this I customized too that looks really cool. I used a 3D graphic software. So I'll pop up that example too, just to give you guys, like, get your imagination thinking of how you can customize this. I have made so many Scratch little snippets in the past year. Okay, think basic graphics. Let's see. Not this one. Not this one.
Can you explain your thought process, Brent, as you're going along?
Oh, I'm just trying to find another example I made. Oh. So I made one with graphics, which is why they're looking while they're still playing. I was trying to find another demo just to kind of show them what they can customize. Just somewhere lost in this abyss. Let's see. Flappy Bird remix.
I don't know.
So yeah, I'm just trying to find a file to show you guys. So maybe like 60 more. Oh, yeah, we should probably cut off on. What do you guys think of the game? Is it fun? Ah, here it is. This is the version I made. So I made these graphics in another software, and I brought them in. I made the background move too, so I upgraded the code. And there's some levels where the stuff actually spins and will kind of move around you, making it even harder. So the one you're playing is the template I used to customize it into this. Then you can even have code if you're on a specific level, you know, make the game even harder. So with what you guys have learned in PowerPoint, you guys can make some pretty cool graphics, right? So let's take a look inside. So this code this might be a little more complicated than the last game that you made. You guys can see my screen. I'm not sharing clarity, right? Like you can see it. I mean, I'm sharing high res. I'm just gonna reset anyways, just in case. Okay, it wasn't perfect. Okay, so basically with this template, we there's a variable for health. Let's see. That's for the boss level. You set its size, and when we receive a message called start game, until you get to the boss level, we define one set of controls. And then if boss battle, let's see, if repeat until a boss battle. Okay, so these controls work until you get to the boss. Let's see. John, this code might be a little advanced.
Yeah, I see that.
I think we made this as an easier game than Bolo.
Yeah, right.
Try to get rid of velocity and have something cool. Basically, the way the game works in its simplest, if we get rid of the concept of a boss battle, guys, I can show you, I can build a really quick example of this to show you guys how this works. So basically, there's two characters. Let me find someone that's, let me try and find a background that's not like a, let's use a balloon. A balloon flies around. So let's say this cat, right? If it touches this balloon, it will lose. So if this balloon, like if the cat has to move around the balloons, but it touches the balloon, you have to restart the level and try to go again. So the simplest way to think about the rocket game is the space bar is what's going to be what moves the cat. So first, let's set the position, right? When green flag is clicked, you'll initialize the character. So it'll tell it to go somewhere. So the same way we did with the trivia game character, if you're over here and you restart the game, you go back. Then if, let's see, we're gonna make it so let's keep it simple and just do that. Then if the green flag is pressed, we'll also tell the character to always goes forwards. So this character will always, let's say, change X. Like we did change X and Y. If we change X by a number, we go forwards, right? So if we say change X by 1 and just put this in a loop, a forever loop. This might be an easy way to see this part. So it forever goes this way. Now, that handles moving forwards, and this handles when you start the game, you go here, and this goes forwards. Those are some pretty easy pieces of code so far, right? All right, I want to save this project to make sure we can send it out after too. So the character moves forwards, but we need it to move downwards if you're not pressing the space bar. So what we'll do is, the way we can handle that is if you're not pressing the space bar, we can point in direction, we can make the cat look down a little bit, like that. Let's see if that might not actually, no, that's just directional. This one we're gonna ditch for move steps. There's a difference between these two. Change goes across only, but move goes the direction the cat is looking. So that's a better one to use. So if we do move 1 steps, whichever way the character faces is where it will go. So if we point in direction 90, it goes across. But if we look down, it begins to go down. So what we can say is another piece of control, another control that says forever if and else. So if means like if your parents say to you, if you do all your homework, I'll give you ice cream. Else you're grounded. So it's a condition. Programming has conditions. So basically, we can start in direction going down, and anytime you're not pressing the space bar, it will go down. So basically, if you look at this, normally going across is to the right. If you go up, it's 60. If you go down, it's 120, and that's how we get these numbers. And then if touching or if key space is pressed, this just means if I'm touching the space bar. True or false, it says yes or no, basically. Then we'll have a green flag on this. So right now, this handles going across the screen. This handles when we start the game. And this handles if you go up or down. If you need it to move faster, just increase the amount of steps. If it doesn't aim down low enough, you can change this number lower and you can change this number higher. So that's a lot like the rocket game, right?
Why is no comeback?
Say again?
Why is not comeback? If you touch the balloon?
So now we need to make it where you can lose the game, right? So we'll do another forever loop. And on this one, we'll say, if you touch, I rename the balloon level, and the cat is the player. So forever, if touching, and we can say if touching level, we will reset your position and your direction. So anytime I touch this balloon, I restart now. So I have to avoid the balloon in order to get to the end. So this code is a condition. It says if touch level, then I do something. And that just resets us. So now what we need to do, does this all make sense so far? We go somewhere and point in a direction. We always move 3 steps forwards in a loop. If we're pressing the space bar, we look up. If we don't press the space bar, we look down. If I touch this character level, I restart.
That's beautiful, Brent. That's really logical, clear, and simple code.
Thanks. The me that wrote the other code is dated over a year and obsolete at this point. This is Brent 3.0. I'm just kidding. Even us, we get better at coding and simplifying as we the more we do. So the other code that we have is a little more complex. I think we wrote it pretty quick to do something fast. This code is simpler. It doesn't have broadcasts and stuff though, so like, but this is a really good basic template for this. Now we need to say, if I get to the end of the level, how do I go to the next level, right?
Brent, let's stop it there. Let's just do one level first. Let's show them how to change the balloon to make the balloon like a pathway.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? So we're just going to have one level first, and you can make the obstacle course as simple or as easy as you like. First of all, let's just draw 2 lines, two lines right across, one at the bottom, one at the top. Great. Now, if you touch the bottom line or the top line, that means you lose. That's going to be hard. Yeah, there you go. See what Brent's doing? The balloon he replaced with a path for the rocket.
If I go to 0, 0, this will work. So one thing on the level character, and in general, all your characters, you want to reset their position when you start the game. The problem is my character is not in the middle of the screen right now. So if I tell it to go to 0, 0 when I start the game, now it will work better. So like John was saying, inside I just click on whichever character I want. I go to costumes, and I could paint a new costume if I want. And this, I just can use the drawing tools right here. You know, and you can make it as cool as you want. So just 2 simple lines. And if I start my game, if I'm going, but I go too high and I touch it, I lose. If I get to the end, I mean, I'll still lose because I didn't make a next level yet. So
But what if we add a sound effect when you hit the blue thing, it screams and it just stops. And then what if we change the cat to
you would win.
So, Rich and Isaiah, what if you repeat this code and then you make your own graphics? Replace the cat with something you prefer, a rocket ship or a dragon, and then replace the lines, make a really complicated path so your rocket or your dragon has to navigate some curves. And then if you hit the curve, make it scream. You think you could handle that challenge? We'll leave the cat code up here. Isaiah, if you like to share your screen, we can help you. Oh no, we can't, because then we can't see this. Isaiah and Rich, we'll give you how about 5 minutes to see if you can repeat this code. if you can repeat this code, it means that you know how to use the Scratch menus really well.
I can't go to the Scratch
You can't?
if I don't share screen.
Oh, right. So don't worry about sharing. Just try to recreate this code. You're in Scratch, no?
No.
Oh, you're not in Scratch?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's stop sharing and see if we can get Isaiah into Scratch.
I think it's the Zoom window is in front of the screen. I think he's single screen.
Okay.
I put the link to the template code I just made too. We have 10 minutes left, so if you need that link before the end of class, just bookmark it later.
Great, Brent, let's put on our to-do list to update this template.
Yeah, I think the challenge we had with the other code was we were trying to impress kids after they saw Bolo, so I think we made it content rich.
Right.
Rich is like, wait, content me what? I'm just kidding.
So start a new, go back to Scratch. We'll start a brand new project, Isaiah. So just go to create.
Create.
Oh, you got to sign in first so you can save. Sign in first.
Oh.
Great, Isaiah. You remember this well.
Create.
Okay. Now you're in. Green flag. Good. Brent, can you put your code up there so Isaiah can copy your code?
Sure.
Hold on a second, Isaiah. You'll be able to see the two codes now.
Okay.
Great. I can tell you know the Scratch menu well. So it's just a matter of replicating this. And then the fun part will be putting your own graphics in there.
My favorite part about this is actually what John just said. To create levels, you just draw new pictures. So, and you upload them as costumes to the level character. And basically the win state is if you touch the right side of the screen, you can make the costume change on level, and you can make it go forever, like endless levels. So it's really fun to add more to this. I'm biased because I like making graphics though. If you're more of a programmer, the challenge would be to draw the backgrounds using code. I've seen some people do that, self-generating levels. It's really cool, but the code looks like, if you look at an aerial view of New York City, it looks more like that.
Brent, could you comment this code and let's start this as the template and replace the other one with this.
But I can't like go to Scratch since I'm not sharing and like the screen and then if I share it, then I can't see like the.
It's hard to go back and forth. Got it.
The link is in the chat, so you could open it in a second window.
Oh,
And
okay.
you could have 2 browser tabs open.
Right, shall we start to turn that project into a template?
Sure.
I know you have a lot on your plate, but
That's how I know you really like it.
yeah, I do. It's simple, and I think kids would like making this.
We need one more piece of code before we call it a template. If you touch the edge of the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Just if X is greater than a value.
Yeah.
And then I broadcast next level.
Yeah. It's a basic game. There's a lot of games that kind of work like this. It's one level below a platform game.
I actually just began understanding how to do that because Samuel and Max led some kids through it, so I got to experience it.
Good.
It makes a lot of sense because you're just modifying the velocity variable. It's just scary to look at. If you look at it without someone helping you, it's insane.
Which
Velocity in general.
Oh,
high velocity.
right.
And the other thing that's really challenging, I could easily write a platformer if I layered 3 sprites together and made one follow another, and basically used X and Y boundaries, and then had the character inside of like 2 boxes. But what I've seen the kids do is they use one character like Bolo, and the reason that works is because you have to sequence the collision, X and Y in a specific sequence. And the way you change the velocity. It basically plays off the fact that the code executes in a linear fashion. That's the trick that makes it so complex. Because if you separate the code out of one forever loop, and it's messy. So this code is a lot easier and gets you pretty close to this. Actually, I think this is more satisfying sometimes because you don't have to stress about as many things.
Right.
Let's see.
Rich, how are you coming? Are you able to copy this code and make your own?
Yes.
Good.
I will make my own.
You're making your own game out of it. Great. I like. It's cool that you take the initiative to do that.
Okay. So I got a level 2 working.
Isaiah, would you like before we adjourn, would you like to show us where you are?
What did you say?
Before we adjourn, can you share your screen, Isaiah, so we can give you some tips? And then you can maybe carry this game on, see if you can expand it.
Uh, uh, I can't see, like, I don't remember the code.
Oh, you can't see the code.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Um, uh, can you go to the chat room and let's call up the code? Let's just call up this block, call up the Scratch project that Brent just created. Go to stop sharing for a second. Or no, sorry, don't stop sharing. Go to chat at the bottom of your screen. You'll see chat.
It might be at the top because he's sharing.
Oh yeah. Or at the top of your screen, you'll see chat. And then do you see the link that Brent put there?
Huh?
Scratch.mit projects 4111153 yada yada yada.
Oh, see, I see it.
Okay. Click on that,
Uh,
and then you should come to a whole new project.
Where is it? I just see it. Oh, I don't see it. Is it this one over here?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. 9.8. No. That's not it. That's not it. You want to go. Just click on the link in the chat box, Isaiah.
Oh, I don't see the chat box.
Okay.
I just
Stop. Minimize this screen.
minimize. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And then, do you see
Oh.
chat?
No.
Put your cursor to the bottom of the screen. Do you see
What is?
right next to the icon where you usually share your screen? There should be an icon that says chat.
No, I can't see it.
If you move your cursor to the bottom of the screen, does a menu come up?
No.
If you move your cursor to the top of the screen, does the menu come up?
Yes, but I can't see like the chat.
No. Do you see share screen?
Yes.
And
No,
to the left,
but it says new share.
Okay, stop. Try this. Stop sharing your screen. Okay, now do you see chat?
Yes.
Okay, now click on chat. And do you see the link at the bottom of chat?
Yes.
Click on that. Good, Isaiah. You're patient and you keep trying. Eventually you get it. Now when you click on that link, it should call up Scratch.
It says this browser is not supported.
It says,
Oh, so I'm assuming the default browser on his